Evan, game one is in the books, and, well, it's a bit of a bloodbath. Just, thoughts, prayers, concerns.
So I let up like 40 runs. About 30 or like 20 something to Garrett. I think 12 to 1. Let up 40 runs. But by no way am I going to let that define me and the rest of the season. Both days it was crazy fucking windy. First game jitters or something. I don't know. We were pitching. The distance was absolutely not right. Am I making excuses? Maybe a little. I think they're kind of valid. I mean, clearly everybody struggled. Not really Nolan. I would say Nolan actually didn't really struggle, but Garrett only a little bit as well. But yeah.
When you said the mound wasn't the right, did you just say the mound wasn't the right distance?
No, it was
like
crazy
for
far.
Both days.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So yeah, are we pinching it up like an inch or two?
Yeah, maybe like 6 inches.
6 inches, folks. Anybody have it? Not in this chat. You talked about mid-season form in the clubhouse after the game. How far are you from that? In game two, is this going to be a concern as well? Where are your thoughts on that?
I'm not concerned. I'm definitely going to be practicing. I think so, 2 to 3 bullpen days, practice days in between games, I think will help tremendously. Again, the wind was fucking insane. I felt like it was crazy. No, I'm not worried. I'm going to practice. We'll be in mid-season form, hopefully soon.
What's for dinner tonight?
Tacos.
Yum, yum.
And leftover pasta in some College Inn chicken broth. Shout out my mom. Comfort meal.
Shout out, Mom. Thanks, Evan.
Thank you.
Nolan! Game one in the books. Indeed.
How did you feel at the very end there? You were 7 runs down, but to me, I was like, wow, this is a nail biter. Yeah, I was frustrated with my decision. To those at home, first of all, this is the second day we've been playing this game. We couldn't finish the first time because we were taking so long the first time. My fault.
Whatever. And this time, same thing happened. You guys were having trouble getting out of innings. And so it got to the bottom of the last inning, and I was up, and I was doing good. I was getting on base, walking. I got a hit here and there, maybe. And I had the option to call it because it was getting dark. I let it go a couple at bats. I got on, or maybe got one out. I got one out along the way somewhere, and then I was like, and then I took a long pause. I really thought about. I was like, should I keep going? Should I wait till another day? My mindset, the thought process was, I didn't want to play scared. If I'm playing scared, that's not where I want to be coming from. And it was, it was windy. You guys were having trouble finding the strike zone until that last at bat prior. Garrett kind of started dialing in, so it kind of got me worried. But my mindset was I didn't want to go in scared. I didn't want to carry that mindset into the next day if we were resuming. I want to get at it, and I'm not too mad at myself there. And also, I'm not mad at myself because I played real good this whole game. I was very patient at the plate, maybe until the last at bat. But just a little tweak there will do. Very patient at the plate the whole time. I did arguably the best on the mound this game. Any other day, if I'm putting up 25 runs and win this game, but the commissioner had other plans for us today, I guess, because Garrett scored 32. And again, I'm proud. I didn't let up that many to Garrett, so I'm sorry to brag. I don't mean to put you down, Ev. I just need to gas myself up because I need a little something going into the season, and I need a little fire, and I need to be patient at the plate. I need to keep doing what I'm doing on the mound. That's my thoughts. Now, I wanted you to talk more about this confidence, but first, your little huddle with Evan for a couple minutes there, that little NHL referee huddle, talking about a call, reviewing it without any really emotions portrayed to the audience. What was going on in that? I have no idea if there was just a bunch of nothing burgers going on, if you were killing time.
It
It was pretty much everything I just said. Like, Evan was just like, verbalizing everything I was already. I think it's like, you could like, you guys have been having trouble finding the strike zone, so you can keep trying to squeeze a couple more runs out of that. But he's also looking dialed in a little bit at that last at bat, so you maybe not. Also, if you want to resume next game, it might take him a little while to like get going, and you can take advantage on that another day. But also sometimes Garrett's just throwing strikes off the bat. So we were just going back and forth, and where I ultimately landed was just that fearless mindset, and that's what it is.
Is this fearless mindset going to be brought in to Game 2 and the rest of the season? And again, you seem like you're more confident. You had some good ABs, like good pieces of the ball, and the part 1 in the afternoon, the last week's game. Are you going to take a little bit of that into the rest of the season?
Yeah, I'm going to try. I really like my mindset at the plate. I'm looking for the ball. I'm seeing the ball really well. I'm loose, and and I'm also I've been channeling the mindset I had when I used to play baseball, and it's just like you're 10 runs up, 10 runs down. You just have the same like do your thing mindset. Have fucking balls of steel. Shout out my dad. He taught me all this, and he was right about those. It was a good mindset for baseball. So I'm trying to carry that through the season. Yeah.
Shout out Big Pete. Shout out Mom. Shout out Big Pete.
Shout out Mom. Shout out.
What's for dinner tonight?
Oh fuck. I don't have much. Veggie burger and something. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Yeah, we'll see.
Thank you, Nolan.
Thanks, Nolan.
Garrett, how did you wake up this morning, young king?
Snoozed my 6 a.m. alarm. Was gonna go for a ride, didn't. And honestly, whole day I was just ready to go for this game. I was chomping at the bit, just ready to go.
How great did it feel to score 30 runs off of me after last season?
I really have, I have no words. I mean, the 3 helicopters that were in the sky after my inning, I think it was right after my inning of my last at bat. I feel like that was the portrayal of it. The three helicopters signifying 30 runs being scored.
1 for each 10.
Exactly. So, yeah.
Awesome. Fuck. How did you had a tough inning against Noel. I feel like that doesn't really happen to you often. What happened there?
I think I was in my head. I like I said to you guys before, Dr. Beaverballs is in my head the
song
game.
Or the man?
The song, and I feel like that was actually like playing a part. But
who's messing you up?
Yeah, honestly, like it was just in my head. But like
Wow.
The wind, obviously, I mean, that affected all of us. Nolan, not so much, but and then and then I just started relying on different pitches, or like 2 pitches, my submarine 2-seam and my regular 2-seam, and not happening. I was trying to like fix my posture. I'm working on this stretch delivery instead of wind up to mitigate my ankle problem. So I'm working through that still. And then I was just in my head, like I just had no solid approach to the strike zone. And then in the last inning, I finally realized I haven't been throwing my cutter. I don't know why. I just haven't been throwing. I think it was because of the wind. Because the wind was blowing this way, my cutter goes this way. It was go against it. I think the wind kind of stopped a little bit, and then I was just dialing in that cutter on the last couple at bats against Nolan, and that was a big help because that's kind of my out pitch. I started nice and low, it rises and cuts. So
Not gonna lie, I didn't know you had 4 pitches.
I have my cutter, my two-seamer, my submarine two-seamer, my 12-6 curve, and then change-up. I'm working on it. But I'm just happy that I dialed in that cutter at the end, because that was my saving grace. Got me the W.
Nice.
I'm gonna follow up to something Evan just asked you. Is Dr. Beaverballs a man?
He's many things.
Not in the sense of man or woman, in the sense, is he a mortal man or is he?
Is he a Muppet
else?
or is he a man?
Is he a beaver? Is he a Muppet? Is he a man or is he a? What do you think?
Well, I'd like to think he's somewhat related to Purple Man, the man
Jesus
in purple that you're
Christ.
seeing in the East Village.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he's greater than that. Truly. And I'll leave it at that.
Right.
Okay, I like that. To be defined as we live.
Indeed.
Garrett, what's for dinner tonight, man?
Guys, I kind of feel bad. I should have told my compadres. Did you guys not know about the hockey jersey BOGO Chipotle
Dude,
yesterday?
I knew, but then
I did not,
forgot.
dude.
And I fucking forgot.
How did I not get a fucking email about that or something?
You did get it. I got an email.
No, I check my email 35 times a day.
They sent it like last week on like Thursday or Friday or some shit like that.
I gotta check. Fuck me.
I
So
Fuck!
I have a
Fuck!
fat, girthy
Oh!
burrito
Oh!
waiting for me in my refrigerator.
A whole
that is
thing?
just
And that's the BOGO. That's your second
I had
burrito.
the one burrito last night, burrito tonight, and honestly, this day just can't get any better, man.
Fuck. Can you use like points for those? Do they allow you to do that? Like if you use the first burrito on points, and the second burrito is free, then that means you get 2 free burritos, right?
don't know.
Fuck. All right, we're gonna look into that. All right, Jira ticketing system is coming to New York Sandwich Wiffle Ball. Be on the lookout. Garrett, good game. Nolan, good game. Let's have a good season, guys.